It is an exponential function. Y is equal to e raised to power 2x. What is e? E is an irrational number. It is a non-recurring, non-terminating decimal fraction. So we approximate the value up to 3 places of decimal. And how you will make the data table? You will use these values. I have taken the values from -3 to 3, but I'm going to plot only these three values, -1, 0, and 1. You may write all these values, it's up to you. I have used my calculator to evaluate these. I put x equals to -3 here, so I get e raised to power -6 using this value of e and taking its power -6 with the help of calculator. I get this value. And you can see it is a very small value. It is very difficult to plot it on the graph. I will have to take a very large scale. Then at x equals to -2, we get e raised to power -4. Use this value of e in calculator and you will get the value as 0.018. Then at x equals to -1, the value is put x equals to -1 here, you will get e raised to power -2. Using this value of e, you will get 0.135. I have approximated it as 0.1. At x equals to 0, e raised to power 0, it is equals to 1. And this is a common value for all the exponential functions. Whenever you have an exponential function, its value will be 1 at x equals to 0. Then I put x equals to 1, so I get e raised to power 2, and the answer is 7.38. I have approximated it as 7. Then at x equals to 2, the value is 54.7. At x equal to 3, the value is 403. You can see all these values are very high. I am going to plot only these three values. For these three values, I have taken this scale. 10 small squares equal to 1, or 1 small square equal to 0.1. Let's see, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. I have marked after 10 small squares, I have marked 1, then 2, then 3, and so on, -1 and -2, and there 1, and then after next 10, 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And you can see I have not marked any number or anything on the negative side of y-axis because we don't have a negative value of y in this table. All the values of y are positive. Let's start plotting from the center value. At x equals to 0, y is 1. At x equals to 0, y is 1. Then at x equals to 1, y is 7. Then x equals to -1, y is 0.1. Here it is. Now take your pen and join these points with a smooth curve and you will get the graph of e raised to power 2x. What are some observations? This graph is crossing y-axis at 1. This graph is approaching to 0 as we go for negative values. This graph, the value of y increases rapidly as x increases. You can see x has increased from 0 to 1 and the value of y has increased from 1 to 7. So these are some observations for exponential functions. Whenever you make the graph of an exponential function, this is the shape of the graph that you are going to get. Whenever we have a raised to power x, we have to make the graph of a raised to power x. Provided a is greater than 1, a to power x is always positive. It increases as x increases, it increases rapidly. Then it is always 1 at x equals to 0, and as x approaches to negative infinite, a to power x approaches to 0. So that is the graph of e raised to power 2x. Now let's get to the question. It is again an exponential function y equals to 3x. To make the data table, I have taken the values -3, x equals to -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Just put x equals to -3 here, -2 here, -1 here, 0 here, and 1 and 2 and 2, 3 here, and you will get these values of y. If you observe again, at x equals to 0, y equals to 1, at x equals to 1, y is 3, at x equals to 2, y is 9, at x equals to -1, it is 0.33. At x equals to -2, it is 0.11. We are going to draw it as 0.1 and we are going to draw it as 0.3. These points, -2 to 2, these 5 points we are going to plot on our graph paper. Let's see. scale I have taken here is 1 small scale equals to 0.2 or 5 small scale equals to 1. So 0 after draw x-axis, draw y-axis, 0, and then at x after 5 squares it is 1, after 5 square 2, then 3, then 4, after 5 square on negative side -1, then -2, -3. On y-axis, 5, count 5 squares, count mark 1, mark 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on till 10. I have marked till 10. And on negative x-axis, I haven't marked any point. Let's start plotting. At x equals to 0, y equals to 1. At x equals to 0, y equals to 1. At x equals to 1, y is 3. At x equal to 2, y is 9. At x equals to -1, it is 0.33. So I have approximately marked it here. At x equals to -2, it is 0.1. So I have approximately marked it here. And then I have taken I've taken my pencil and then drawn this graph. I have joined all these, and you can see we have got the graph of 3 to power x, and you can compare it with the previous one that it has also got the same basic shape. So that's all for question number 1 of exercise 5.1.